As Shaheen Bagh protests entered day 68, interlocutors had a tough time while speaking to the protesters. The protest site witnessed abject chaos as interlocutors asked the media to leave before the process of dialogue started. Even after the cameras were put off, the interlocutors faced a tough time, prompting them to tell the protesters that they won't come to the stair site if protesters don't maintain decorum. The mediators have now asked that they will speak to only women tomorrow. They said while the protesters have a right to protest, but they cannot put others at inconvenience. However, the protesters are defiant and have maintained that the roadblock isn't a major issue and shifting to another site is not a solution.
ये कोई तमाशा नहीं हो रहा है, यहाँ लोगों के हक का सवाल है और अगर मीडिया हमसे ऐसे बात करेगी, मीडिया प्लीज बाहर चले जाइए, हम नहीं चाहते ऐसी मीडिया अंदर आए। अच्छा, आप में से जो कल नहीं बोले थे, आप बोलना चाहते हैं कि नहीं? हम कैसे बोले, आपको कैसे सुने, ये फैसला हमारा है, आपका नहीं है। बाकी सारे फैसले आपके हैं, बाकी सारे फैसले आपके हैं। हम आपसे एक एक करके बात करें, आपसे 5-6 के ग्रुप में बात करें और हम खुद कैसे बात करें, ये फैसला हमारा है। बाकी सारे जो मुद्दे हैं उनके फैसले आपके।
I want to cut across to my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal joining us live from Shaheen Bagh. Aishwarya, you were there reporting when the interlocutors came. They asked the media to leave. What transpired after that?
Well, let me tell you, Preeti, the moment they asked media to leave, both the interlocutors, in fact, walked down from the stage, and this is where they came down. They came down and sat with the protesters. The dialogue went on for almost 2.5 hours. Now, there is no immediate solution as to what will happen, but after meeting with them, in fact, both the interlocutors went and saw what is the possibility of opening maybe 2 of those roads. In fact, I'll cut across and speak with a woman. आज इंटरलॉक्यूटर आए थे, बात हुई, तो आपको लगता है
मेरी बात सुनो, एक तो उन्होंने ये चालाकी करी दिल्ली पुलिस ने, पहले से तो रास्ता बंद कर रखा था, आप लोगों को भी पता था। आज जब वकील लोग देखने गए हैं रास्ता, तो दिल्ली पुलिस ने रास्ता खोल दिया कि अब साफ बन गए, एकदम वो एक दिन में साफ बन गए। वो
जो इंटरलॉक्यूटर कह रहे हैं कि आप जो है थोड़ा रास्ता खोल दीजिए और आप कोई और ले लीजिए,
हम ये रास्ता क्यों खोल दें जब बाकी रास्तों से गुजारा हो सकता है, आना जाना हो सकता है, तो इस रास्ते से क्या प्रॉब्लम हो?
So there, Preeti, you have it. People are very clear in their minds. They are saying that till the time NRCCA will not be taken back, they will not move.
All right, Aishwarya, thank you for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Meanwhile, after a mega anti-CAA rally which was held in Chennai on Wednesday, the Tamil Nadu cops have booked 20,000 protesters. The cops said that the case has been registered for holding the march without any official permission. The mega march was organized by Muslim organizations from Kalvanar, Arangam to Chepak in Chennai. Meanwhile, the protesters at Chennai's Washerman Pet area are adamant to continue their protest. Protesters have demanded citizenship law to be replaced and have refused to disperse. There is a round-the-clock police deployment in the area and a tight vigil is being maintained. Protests are also underway in Madurai since the last 6 days against the Citizenship Amendment Act. DMK also raised the issue demanding a resolution against CAA, NPR and NRC in State Assembly.
11 எம்எல்ஏக்கள் தகுதி நீக்க வழக்கு ஏற்கனவே உச்சநீதிமன்றம் மிக தெளிவாக சொல்லியிருக்கிறது. சபாநாயகர் முடிவெடுத்து அறிவிக்க வேண்டும் என்று அந்த உரிமையை முழுமையாக சபாநாயகருக்கு வழங்கியிருக்கிறது. எனவே அது குறித்து இன்று அவையிலே நான் எழுப்பியிருக்கிறேன். CAA இந்திய குடியுரிமை திருத்த சட்டம். ஆக இந்த திருத்த சட்டத்தை பற்றி பலமுறை இந்த அவையிலே நாங்கள் எழுப்பியிருக்கிறோம். அதற்கு தனிநபர் தீர்மானத்தை தந்திருக்கிறோம். ஆனால் ஆய்வில் இருக்கிறது என்று சொல்லி தட்டி கழித்தார்களே தவிர அதை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளவில்லை. இருந்தாலும் இடையிடையில இந்த பிரச்சனைகள் கிளப்பி இருக்கிறோம்.
By the way the protests are happening, it looks like more of an instigated one with some ulterior motives, and our Chief Minister has made it pretty much clear that this is a government which will stand by the minority community if their livelihood is at stake. So we urge the protesters not to fall prey for rumor mongers and people who want to instigate them for their vote bank politics. Our government stands by the commitment of standing by the minority, and our Chief Minister is steadfast on this, and we hope that the protesters are being called off at the earliest.
Meanwhile, AIMIM appointment of Athiya Gopal Das as the Ram Mandir Trust Chief. In his tweet, Asauddin Owaisi said that a Supreme Court-created body constituted by the government has appointed as its president a man who is accused of demolishing Babri Masjid. Owaisi slammed and lashed out at the centre, accusing it of rewarding a criminal act. Owaisi's tweet comes a day after Ram Temple Trust Board meet, where Athiya Gopal Das was appointed as the Trust chairperson. The Temple Trust Board will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. Meanwhile, a massive political war between BJP and Congress has erupted over the Nagaur horror, attacking the state government over the incident. The BJP has termed Rajasthan's Gehlot government as anti-Dalit and alleged that there is a rise in crime against Dalits since Congress has come to power. Meanwhile, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has expressed his shock over the incident and asked the Gehlot government to take action. This after 2 Dalit youths were brutally beaten up and tortured mercilessly on suspicions of theft. The horrific video which has come to the light shows perpetrators dousing a screwdriver with petrol and inserting it in the private parts of a victim while they kept pleading for mercy. An FIR has now been registered by the cops after the horrific video went viral on social media.
जानकारी आज थाने पे मिलने पे जो वीडियो में मारपीट करते हुए लोग दिखाई दे रहे हैं उनको दस्तयाब किया गया है, FIR दर्ज की गई है और जांच CO नागौर के पास है और इसमें जो भी सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होगी, जिन लोगों ने इस तरह का कार्य किया है उनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
जब मेरे पास कल ये वीडियो आया, मैंने SP और IG से मैंने बात की, मैंने संबंधित लोगों से बात की, थाने के अधिकारियों से बात की। मैंने कहा तत्काल इसको आज रात 12 बजे पहले अगर सारे गिरफ्तार नहीं किए तो बात ठीक नहीं है। हम एक ही मांग करते हैं, क्योंकि समाज के साथ या व्यक्ति के साथ या किसी परिवार के साथ अगर जघन्य अपराध ऐसा होता है तो निश्चित तौर से कड़ी कार्रवाई पुलिस को करनी चाहिए, ताकि वो जो मुलजिम है वो बच नहीं पाए और कोर्ट में इस प्रकार की धाराएं लगा करके ऐसे चालान करने चाहिए ताकि उसमें वो बच नहीं पाए।
I want to cut across to my colleague Dev Ankur Vadhavan, who's joining us for the latest updates on that story. You know, Dev, things are going to blow up politically. Number one, 23rd is a bandh called by the Bhim army as well. And now the main focus of that would be what happened in Nagaur.
Well, of course, the focus will be on the atrocities on the Dalits in Rajasthan. And this is not a one-off incident. There have been several incidents in the past also in which members of the SC/ST community have been at the receiving end. So clearly, the Bhim Army chief has taken this matter up and has asked members of the SC/ST community to come out in the open and agitate against the Gehlot government. He has also sought a resignation from Ashok Gehlot himself, claiming that if he has some shame left, then he must resign from his post. Now, even as on the ground, this incident has led to horrifying reactions coming forth from the people. There is also a lot of political bickering which is happening, Preeti, not just from outside Congress but from within the Congress as well. Different camps within the Congress have sensed opportunity in this incident to hit out at the Gehlot dispensation, at the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot himself, because he also holds the Home Ministry portfolio in Rajasthan. So on one hand, his deputy has hit out at him, and on the other, the BJP has also left no stone unturned in taking this matter up. There is also the RLP, which is led by Hanuman Beniwal, who is a member of parliament who was supported by the BJP. He has also criticized the Gehlot government over the matter. So clearly a lot of politics also happening, while on the ground this incident has led to several people mentioning that it was a horrifying incident and strictest action should be ensured in the matter. Preeti?
All right, thank you for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Meanwhile, the city of Taj is undergoing a makeover for US President Trump's visit. Yogi Adityanath is leaving no stones unturned to ensure Agra is at its best for the Trumps. My colleague Milan Sharma gets you this ground report.
The city of Taj is being beautified and fortified for the US first couple. Roads cleaned, security beefed up. The Yogi government is pulling all stops to make Trump say, "Wah, Taj."
For days now, the Agra administration has been sweating it out to prepare for US President Donald Trump and the First Lady's visit to the Taj Mahal. And as we show you images from inside the main courtyard of the Taj, the stones that have been broken and taken out to make sure that each and every nook and corner of the Taj sparkles when the US President arrives.
The monument of love and surrounding areas being spruced up like never before.
We are standing behind the Taj and we'll show you on one side how this is the Yamuna river that flows right behind. And to make sure that its water level increases, which is low at this point of time, at the far end you can see how there is garbage lying around in one side. And here also we'll show you that the level of Yamuna is still very low. 500 cusecs of water has been released all the way from Ganga to make sure Yamuna's level increases. However, it will take another day or two for the level to stabilize here.
But there's one exception that the Yogi administration is not willing to make. Trump's supercar, beast like other fossil fuel guzzlers, will not be allowed near the Taj Mahal.
This is the 500-meter barricade where we are standing right now. Behind, in front of us, you can see how this mini golf cart is the one that could probably be used by the officials of the United States along with President and the First Lady to enter the Taj. This right here is a VIP gate, and this is the mini golf cart that is used by most people according to a Supreme Court ruling that only allows environmental friendly vehicles to be used in the front of the Taj.
पता चला है कि आगरा में ट्रम्प जब से आने वाले हैं तो यहाँ पर काफी विकास हो रहा है.
जो ट्रम्प आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे आगरा में, तो उनके आने से यहाँ पे सभी के जो शॉप के जो बोर्ड थे वो सारे सेम कलर के और सेम लगाए गए हैं, तो बहुत अच्छा लुक आ रहा है उससे.
The route from Agra airport to the Taj Mahal to be taken by the Trumps is also being beautified. 3,000 artists along the 13-kilometer route will perform a cultural program. Security credentials of shopkeepers on this route are being verified. With Milan in Agra, Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, days ahead of US President Donald Trump's visit to India, the centre has cleared the acquisition of 24 multi-crore US helicopters for the Indian Navy. The 24 Lockheed Martin helicopters will boost India's capability to perform anti-surface, anti-submarine warfare mission. Take a look at this report.
President Trump will soon be airborne and headed to India. And while he's confirmed that there will be no trade deal with India on this trip, he has a major reason to smile. A $2.6 billion reason, as a matter of fact. Because when he and Prime Minister Modi hug and handshake here next week, India will conclude a contract for 24 Sikorsky MH-60 Romeo multi-role helicopters for the Indian Navy. The helicopters will replace the Indian Navy's aging Sea Kings, which have had a long and admirable run in service, but are now on their last legs. The MH-60 Romeos will be deployed primarily on warships at sea for a variety of missions, but these helicopters have very specific offensive roles. The MH-60 Romeos, manufactured by US firm Sikorsky, will form part of the carrier air wing on the Indian Navy's INS Vikramaditya aircraft carrier and other warships. They will be capable of flying missions to attack enemy ships, track and attack enemy submarines, conduct reconnaissance, and of course, for utility and troop movement. The US Navy has made the MH-60S and the MH-60R Romeo its staple for missions across the board, with large numbers entering service.
First and foremost, the aircraft's proven by the US Navy as a really formidable ASW and anti-surface platform. And this aircraft is really manoeuvrable, very powerful.
The MH-60R, a staple of the US Navy and the latest version of the venerable Seahawk series of helicopters, also comes formidably armed for India, with many weapons entering Indian service for the very first time. This includes Hellfire missiles for ground strike, the Naval Strike Missile for anti-ship missions, Mk-45 torpedoes to kill submarines, laser-guided rockets for precision attack, and machine guns for crew for close-in assault. With the deal signed, the first Romeos will be delivered to the Indian Navy in 2 years, with the rest following quickly over the following 2 years. A new era in helicopter capabilities now begins. Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.